Welcome back to Old Tavern Farm. I'm out here in the kale bed harvesting the last of the autumn kale. It got hit pretty hard with a heavy freeze last week, and it's still edible, but I thought I would just go ahead and harvest some for dinner. Here in this region, the seasons are very distinct and very powerful. There's no fuddy-duddy line in between the seasons. It is autumn, winter, spring, summer. So I just have been collecting some images over the past few weeks about what is going on here at the farm. And it's all weather related and seasonal. And I wanted to share with you how I feel about the seasons and how it really makes me feel good that each season brings with it its own beauty and its own layer of richness that adds to what we do here on the farm. I'd like to thank you guys, all of you who have reached out to talk to me about how what I do here on the farm affects them and what it means to them. And you guys, when you get in touch with me, it really makes me feel good about what I do here, because sometimes it can be a little silly or a little funny, different, but sometimes funny and different is just that, funny and different, and it adds to the richness of our lives. So without further ado, I'd like to ask you to join me in this little glimpse of what we've been seeing here on the farm over the last few weeks. When we moved to this region 8 years ago from a warmer climate, one thing I was eager to experience was my first year with real seasons. Although the area we moved from did have warm and cold times during the year, the lines were smudged, Mother Nature sometimes seeming to be confused as to how to conduct her flora and fauna. Daffodils routinely appeared in February. Christmas time could often be an occasion for shorts and bare feet. And summers were so hot we had to garden either before the sun rose or after it set. Some folks loved that sort of climate. For us, however, it simply became too much, and we relocated to a corner of the world with honest, unapologetic Dickensian seasons. I wished for idyllic greeting card scenes, for cozy Christmases under a thick blanket of snow, light from the windows casting bright shadows across the plains of white. I longed for old-fashioned New England-style autumns, crisp sunny days when the light suddenly becomes golden and playful, crunchy leaves underfoot, blowing haphazardly in the wind. I wanted to anticipate the bright spring, when winter is finally tamed and the air becomes soft and gentle, encouraging the plants and animals to awaken and bask in the sun. Keen to break the restlessness of a long winter, I was excited to be able to stay in my garden from dawn to dusk without having to retreat to air conditioning during the peak of the day. Here on our little homestead, the seasons guide nearly everything we do. I plan family menus and events based on the time of year, schedule tasks and projects around the weather conditions, and consider wardrobe necessities and organization according to what the natural world has to say. I find the seasons also speak to my soul. If I stop long enough, I can almost feel the air embrace me, reminding me that the small human worry currently pricking at my heart will soon pass. The flowers will still bloom, the animals will continue to eat, frolic, and produce young. The sun will still rise and set, steady and reliable. Through the course of a day in any season, the comforting cycle remains constant. Our animals respond soundlessly and unruffled, growing or shedding fur or feathers, conserving or splurging energy, hens laying dozens of eggs or none at all, responding calmly to all Mother Nature flings their way. As I observe both nature and animals through the seasons, it never fails to bolster my mindset. The horses play or fuss with each other one moment, then drop their heads to tend to the business of quietly munching fresh grass or hay. The hens busy themselves with setting their pecking order, each one with a distinct personality, some wayward, others timid, all ruled by the head hen, the bossiest busybody in the coop. To me, those are the real things in this world. The seasons and their effects can't be denied, rewritten, or explained away. They simply are what they are. Even as winter closes in, evening shadows stretching their charcoal fingers across the farmyard, the days becoming short and cold, the seasons can always be counted on to continue moving. Sometimes the momentum of the seasons can seem relentless, even astonishing in the power contained within a single line of thunderstorms, or whirling disorientation of a winter snow squall. Perhaps that's part of what I love about the seasons. Even in the midst of the most violent burst of lightning, the heart-pounding moments of a torrential rain, or a streak of fearfully hot days, I know the worst will be over in just a moment or a few days. My endurance must only be brief. Even in the darkest of snowy nights, they will end. The sun will rise and warm my face, and I will greet every day with a thankful heart, steadfastness, and joy.